Hello everyone, this is MeltMan again. We're going ahead and doing something a little different today. I had a friend comment to me that maybe letting you get to know me a little bit better might be a good way to go ahead and go about a stream. So this is kind of be a little bit more of a talking head stream, no real gameplay. But we're going to be looking at this personality test. See, it takes less than 12 minutes and it's honestly, even if you don't like the answer, and try not to leave any neutral answers. So here we go. Do you find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people? Well, considering I do it on a daily basis, if it's like on YouTube, it's not that big of a deal. But if I were, like in the middle of a party where I don't know anybody, I kind of clam up a little bit, if I'm all honest. So I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. So this one, often get so lost in thought you ignore or forget your surroundings. If you've watched any of my streams, I'll be trying to make commentary, but I will be so focused on what I'm doing that I will forget. So, but I'm trying to be better about that. So let's go with that one. Okay, you try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a mess in your inbox. If you don't want to know the state of my inbox, I don't respond to emails quickly. That's why I prefer people direct message me via Steam rather than email me. So that way I can respond right then. My inbox, it just gets buried. It's a mess. It's terrible. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused when there's some pressure on. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm not good with pressure. I don't like being stressed out. No. So, no. If I'm pressured, I sometimes fall apart. So, no. Usually initiate conversations. That, again, is very situational. If it's somebody I'm comfortable with, I would say yes, but complete strangers, normally not. If I don't know someone well enough, just initiating that conversation. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna edge on that side of things. You rarely do something just for the sheer curiosity of doing it. No, I'm a very curious person. I love learning new things. You feel superior? No. In no way do I normally feel superior than others. There are a select few people that I'm like, wow, that I have to admit, there's like those rare gems that I do feel that I am a step above, but that's only so I can help them get to where I am. In the ladder of people, I'm like, the second rung up. There's a lot of people ahead of me, a lot of people better off than me. Uh, but there are some people under me that I'm trying to help up the ladder. If that makes any sense. Being organized is more important than being adaptable. No, no, no. Adaptability is so important in life. I am a disorganized mess too to top it off, so I'm going to have to strongly disagree with that. I will be cluttered crazy all over the place, but you throw something new at me and I'm on it. I want to learn everything about it, and how can I work with that? Let's see. You're usually highly motivated and energetic. When it comes to YouTube, I might portray that energetic, motivated kind of thing, but honestly, I do this because I really enjoy it, and that's what allows me to be motivated. On the standard, I'm kind of a little bit more suppressed, I think. At least that's how I feel. But at the same time, I think a lot has been changing in my personality, so I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, maybe. Okay, we're going to go on that end. It's tough. I want to be neutral on that one. But I'm not being neutral because they said don't be neutral. God dang it. Winning a date matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Debates are often about important topics, things that you feel passionate and motivated about. And while I do agree it's important that people understand your point of view, winning a debate is not about you being right and the other person being wrong. What it's about is bringing a topic forth in a manner that your audience can understand that topic and feel a kinship to it, feel how it could be important to them. And your opponent trying to do the same, only from their point of view. So it's really just two people expressing their point of views. So sometimes your point of view will clash with someone else's, and there's always a risk of getting someone upset. Now, on a personal level, me talking to another person, I'm going to be courteous and I'm going to be kind, and I'm not going to try to get them upset. But when I'm trying to spread a message out to the big wide world out there, that, things like that are important key issues that I feel that everybody should be aware of. If I upset one or two people, I'm sorry. It's not my intention. But at the same time, if it's an important matter, it's an important matter. So I'm going to go kind of on this end of it. Yeah. So you often feel as though you have to justify yourself to others and other people. Considering how much justification I just did in that last one, I don't think I can do anything but this. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Let's just go ahead and move on. You do not mind being the center of attention. This is kind of another one that I go 50-50 on. I mean, I don't want to be the center of attention. If I had some attention from a special someone, I would love that. Attention from an entire room, like if I was like on a panel at a convention, I have a feeling that I would just kind of crumble. If I'm completely honest, I am no Markiplier. I am no Jacksepticeye that can step up to that panel and put on this amazing show for everyone. Tons of respect for those guys, but that's not me. I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Yeah. Yeah. People can rarely upset you. Now, this one, I think this is definitely one where if you know how to upset me, you can pretty easily. I have my buttons just like anybody else, but I tend to be pretty chill about things. So I'm gonna go ahead and go there. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Yeah. I don't travel all too much. I would love to travel more, but if you've ever traveled with me, I will have like directions. If we're going to an event, my natural instinct is to go ahead and schedule all of the different things we're going to the event to make sure we don't miss anything. At least that's how I naturally go about doing things. I've got advice from friends though that you should just go ahead and go with the flow. So my instinct is to plan things out, but that's not how they always turn out, is basically what I'm saying. It is often difficult to relate to other people. No. I want to know how other people feel. I try to sympathize with other people. It's something that most of the time I kind of get it right away, because everybody's got their own experiences that shade things, but at the core, I think I usually get people. Your mood can change very quickly. No, I usually have a mood that I have to go ahead and shake myself out of it. So quick mood changes are not my thing. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Um, I'm not really that blunt. Oops, I think I just hit the mic. I'm not really that blunt. I think that truth is very important. You don't want to color the truth. You want to be straight with people, but at the same time, you don't want to be too straight with people. Like, example, if you have a significant other and they ask you how they look in that dress, and that dress is clearly like a size 2 or 3 bigger than what they should be wearing, so it looks baggy. Yeah, I mean, instead of saying, that dress looks terrible on you, I mean, the better way to put it is, sweetie, that's a lovely dress, and you are absolutely stunning, but it's just a little big on you. Or maybe if we could find it in a size or 2 smaller, then it would just be flawless. So I'm gonna say people's sensibilities are important, but you should still be truthful while taking care of their sensibilities. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree on that, because the truth is slightly more important, but you still need to be considering who you're talking to at the same time. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. How my actions affect other people. I know, and I do consider it, but I wouldn't say I worry about it. My actions may affect other people, but it's not something I worry over, because usually my actions being what they are, if anything, are a benefit to those around me, I think. So I'm going to say a no on that one. They don't really worry me. Your work style is closer to random spikes of energy than methodical organization. Random spikes of energy. Yeah. Yeah. When I get something in a bee in my bonnet, I'm just like, let's do this, let's get it done. And it's no way organized or methodical. Boy. You're often envious of others. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to be honest with this one. There are times where I am envious of those that are doing better than me. It's not something that I'm not like going to do anything about it. It's just I've had so many health problems in my life that have caused me to not be successful, and I've seen so many people that are half my age and doing such beautiful, wondrous things because they had a better start than I did. And I can't help but be a little jealous there. And then I've seen people that are twice my age that don't have the opportunities that are provided to me. So I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to go and definitely say sometimes I am a little envious of others. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social. Yes. Sorry, guys. You sit me down to a good book or a good gameplay station, or even D&D with like my favorite DM, and that is going to win over going out to the club for drinks every time. I'm sorry. I do occasionally get invited out for drinks and things, which I will do, but if I have like a solid gaming experience waiting for me, you're gonna have to do some cajoling to get me to go out for drinks. I'm sorry. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. I don't know. I don't know about that. Plans change. Things change. You can have a great plan and then find out that something has caused that plan to go awry, like, the people that were needed for that plan aren't going to be there anymore, and you have to be able to adapt. So I think adaptability needs to be considered here. Having a strong plan is great, but that plan needs to be able to adapt to change. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. No, I love getting carried away, sometimes too much. You often find yourself lost in thought while you're walking in nature. Isn't that the best part? Going on like a nature hike and just losing yourself into your own mind and your surroundings. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying that you said something wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. Yeah. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. I don't want my kids to be arrogant pricks. Excuse my language there. But intelligence is really important. I'm gonna go ahead and say there. You do not let other people influence your actions. No, I like people giving input, and I consider that input that does influence my actions. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. Well, you kinda have to. I mean, I have dreams that I would like to achieve, but those get pushed aside by what's achievable in the real world. You have to focus on what's here and now, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead. It does not take much time to get started getting involved in social activities in a new workplace. No, I'm not. No, I'm not that social normally. Honestly, see here. It takes someone to be that catalyst to pull me into those kind of events. I think you're more a natural improviser than a careful planner. Yeah. I usually just snatch a few things here and there that I can work with, and then cobble it together into something that looks like a plan. Uh, but I like plans. They're more like guidelines, I think, for me. Your emotional your emotions control you more than you control them. It's a fine balance. But yeah, we'll say I try to keep myself under control. Let's see here. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or role play activities. Considering I went to my first convention not too long ago, I mean just last month, and it was amazing. And I love role playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and Shadowrun and all that. I'm gonna say that's a strong yes. I don't know if I would call it social events though, but we'll go with it. You often spend more time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Mm. Unrealistic and impractical as I could not afford to honestly build a small cul-de-sac of green energy homes and then just giving them away to the homeless. I would say I've been guilty of just noodling away on ideas like that. Rebuilding the infrastructure of the U.S. in a way that it would be more efficient and require less maintenance. Yeah, yeah. Mentally exploring, yeah. Financially exploring, no. But yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. Yeah, just go with it. Just take what you have and shoot for the stars. You are relatively reserved and a quiet person. I'm gonna say kind of yeah. Yeah, I am not normally loud. I'm one of those guys that if I'm by myself and I walk into a bookstore, you're probably not gonna know I'm there. I'll find a book, I'll sit down in that chair, and I'll just browse. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire a loyal but under. Yes. Yeah. If I ever start a business, if this YouTube thing ever comes up when I'm an employer, this may or may not be true at that point, but it is at this point. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. I've been guilty of that a couple times. I think I came up to the assumption we are here to explore the potential of our existence, to discover the possibilities there are, I think is what human existence amounts to me. Okay, so logic is usually ugh, words. They are hard. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. This is going to sound very cold of me, but I'm going to absolutely agree with that. Because your heart, your intentions can be in the right place, but if you don't think something through, you can go ahead and obviously be all for something, but if you haven't planned it well enough through, you can end up go ahead and making this huge event and accept tons of money for people to attend it. But if you don't get the infrastructure there to make sure the event actually happens, you can end up having all that passion turn into a complete failure. You gotta go ahead and think with your head, not with your heart, when you're making big decisions like that. It's just keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Now, normally I like having that good old to-do list, but I've learned it's always good to be open to new things. So, if your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Yes, yes. I want you to tell me about it, tell me what's wrong, what's going on, and get you to really think about why things turned out that way, and then maybe we can build a plan of action together that will go ahead and help you avoid that next time. You rarely feel insecure. First date insecurity happens. It's just that's me. But lately, I know who I am. I'm not planning to change who I am for anyone at this point in my life. But if I find someone that's really cute that's interested in me, it's hard not to feel insecure every once in a while. But on the whole, I'm a fairly secure person. You have no difficulties with coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Well, I don't normally come up with a personal timetable. Do I have time to do something? Then I do it. So I'm gonna go with that. Being right is more important than being no. There's no right and wrong when it comes to teamwork. It's can the team achieve it or not, and that requires everybody's participation. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go there. You think everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they're supported by facts or I was good. until this last part. Facts are very important. Everybody's view should be respected, but at the same time, viewpoints need to be based in fact. I mean, there's a lot of this going around in our world this day about fake news, and what someone will do is they'll take a picture of a moment and they'll go ahead and make a story about that moment, and then they'll compare it to like another picture that looks like things were much better back then, and then it'll look like a terrible story, and then later someone else will go ahead and bring that one picture that looks so terrible back in, and there'll be more information that was excluded or ignored, and that story that was put out there is not really a story at all. It's just meaningless hate mongering almost. So I want to respect everybody's opinion. I want to have conversations about everybody's opinions, but when there's no sourced fact to back that up, it's just spreading noise at that point. So I am going to disagree with this to a point. I want to go ahead and be respectful of others' opinions, but when they propose something as fact, that's when I need that fact backed up. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of... That depends on the people. Sometimes I just feel completely burned out. Honestly. Just, I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and go in my room, I'm going to have some quiet time. And then there are other groups of people like, that was a blast! Let's do that again! But it also depends on what we're doing. Like, again, if it was the club scene and going out and partying, I would be so wiped out. That's not my... No. But, you know, I get a group of friends, we're going to have a great time playing a video game that we all enjoy, and we're just being silly as heck with it. Man, I'm having a blast. I'm going to be pumped by that. So I'm going to say, due to the situation, this is going to be my only neutral answer. I'm just going to move on from this question. Alright. You see yourself as a very emotionally stable. Not so much. I try. It's a constant fight. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas. Yes. Oh my god, yes. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Yeah, no, I'm... Big dreams. Don't know if they're achievable, but damn, I'm gonna try. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of men. Yes. Oh my god. Oh. Stage fright is a thing, okay? I'm just gonna leave that at that. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. Experience is important, but imagination is important too. I'm gonna say, you know, maybe a little bit more on experience than imagination. You worry too much about what other people think. I worry about what other people think, but I don't think I worry too much. I think I worry just the right amount. I'd like to think that. Maybe I do worry a little too much. Okay. If the room is full, you stay closer. Yes. Don't want anybody bumping into me. Back to the wall so I can watch what's going on, because you never know. You never know. People are crazy, man. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there's not enough time. I can't. I am a terrible procrastinator by nature. I will sit back and ignore things until the last minute. So what I've done, I've programmed myself to do, is if there's a task that needs to get done, do it in the moment. Just get it over with. Just it's not worth the stress to leave it to the last minute and then try to throw everything together. It's just a terrible way to live your life. Therefore, I can't allow myself to procrastinate. I strongly disagree because I can't. No. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a bottle. Stressful situations, I'm a bundle of nerves. That's why you'll see me in some gameplay where I'm clearly getting stressed out in like a creepy setting or something, and I will panic and then I will do something stupid. Oh, if I'm really worked up. I don't know how many times where, like in Dead by Daylight, I will go ahead and I'll have a killer coming close to me, and I'll be almost finished with the generator, and that's when I'll miss the check. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful and not liked by others is just another way to go ahead and get people to hate you. I'd rather be liked than powerful. Yeah, power has the lure though, so I'm not going to go all the way, but yeah. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things. Yeah. They need comic books in here, dang it. And anime. Comic books and anime. You often take initiative. No. 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 One of these two. That one. Okay. Your personality type is mediator. INFP-T. I am mostly introverted. My energy is intuitive more than observant. My nature is more feeling than thinking. My tactics is prospecting, not judging. And my identity is turbulent instead of assertive. No one can stop you from dreaming. Dream big. Dream big. What's this? Mediator personalities are true idealists, always looking for the hint of good in even the worst of people and events, searching for ways to make things better. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. Comprising just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately the high for the mediator personality type. But when they find like-minded people to spend time with, the harmony they feel will be a fountain of joy and inspiration. Being part of the diplomatic role group, mediators are guided by their principles rather than by logic, excitement, or practicality. When deciding how to move forward, they look to honor, beauty, morality, virtue, and virtue. Mediators are led by purity of their intent, not rewards and punishment. People who share the mediator personality type are proud of this quality, and rightly so. But not everyone understands the drive behind these feelings, and it can lead to isolation. Alright, I'm not going to go and read all this. I am going to kind of scroll through it. Ooh, mediators you may know: William Shakespeare, J.R.R. Tolkien, Borjak, Johnny Depp. Aunt Julia Roberts, Lisa Cordell, Tom Hiddleston, Alicia Keys, Frodo Baggins, Annie, Anne of Green Gables, Fox Mulder, Amelia Pullen, Arwen. Yeah, alright. So this has been MeltMan taking the personality test. I have to agree. I've been a mediator to a lot of friends when they've been going through tough times, and definitely looking to find like-minded people that I can seek that inner harmony with. So thank you everyone for watching. I know this has been a different video. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. I'm sorry I haven't been watching the chat because this doesn't really allow for me to do that. I'll pop that background on. I will go ahead and be bringing more gameplay action to you. Thank you for joining me for this. Let me know what you think of this video, because it's definitely outside of what I normally do. It's more of a vloggy kind of thing. But I want to see if this is something that's going to be good on the channel just as much as my gaming videos. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.